Welcome back, everyone, to another episode here on Scamping with Jay. I'm trying something a little different. I'm going to put my editing skills to the test. I'm going to try and do a series of small videos throughout the weekend and then piece them all together into one chronological video, or however you want to put it. This weekend is going to be my second hot weather weekend test. Last year I did fail. I was not prepared for the heat at all. So I'm headed back to the site of the failed weekend, but this time I've got things under control, I hope. But I think I do. I think I'm pretty solid on what I got going on. But right now I'm just in the parking lot at work, kind of making part one to this video before I head into Kenosha, where I'll hit Walmart, and I got to hit the vape shop really fast. So I'm also going to try and do like a time-lapse drive as I go ahead and head down there. Now, I'm not sure if it'll work. I think I tested it already. I think I can listen to music and do time-lapse at the same time. So, but if you don't see a time-lapse drive after this part, then it didn't work, because music is more important than a time-lapse video of me driving. So, we will see you in a little bit when we get down to the old Corris family farm in Russell, Illinois. Alright guys, the time-lapse was a little bit of a bust. Apparently Android Auto, Pandora, and doing a time-lapse video was a bit too much for my phone. It overheated and cut the video off. But the little bit I got, I think looks good. So I'm going to have to play around with that, and maybe next time around I'll just have to listen to the radio or something while I drive to get the full time-lapse in there. Anyway, I'm at the vape shop in Kenosha. Just got done picking up a couple bottles. So we're off to Walmart for beer, ice, water, and little odds and ends. So here we go. All right, just wrapped up here at Walmart and kind of messed that planning up a little bit. Had to backtrack back to Walmart. And I'd have to say it's one of the worst Walmarts I've ever been in. The shelves are empty, 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 and more empty. So it's off to Quick Trip to see if they got the beer I want and to grab ice. But those are the last two things I need, beer and ice. And then I will be at the campsite right after Quick Trip. Hey guys, we're back here at the old Corris family farm. It is Saturday morning, about 10 a.m. It is 82 degrees already. So it's going to be pretty warm today. Sorry for the lack of footage for when I got here last night and got all set up. Had a great idea to do a time-lapse video while I got everything set up, but I ran late. I had to make 2 trips to the car and back just to get all my stuff back here in that heat. Once I got back here with all my stuff, my buddy Cliff showed up, so we drank a whole bunch of beers, and I just didn't get around to making a video last night, just because I didn't have time and too hot, didn't feel like it. So anyway, we're all set up. It's Saturday morning, like I said, about 10 a.m., 82 degrees. We'll see you in a couple hours. Hey guys, welcome back. It's about 10:30, half hour after I made the last one. I decided I should probably get my Quick Trip ice and water run over with before it gets too hot, because I do have to walk through that field, which is quite a haul, and it's wide open. There's no shade, so you're just in the sun. Gonna get a little sunburn this weekend, but eventually I'll stop burning, right? So anyway, just catching some of the AC in the car and headed to Quick Trip. Alright, just wrapped up here at Quick Trip. Got a bag of ice, got a 6-pack of Corris Banquet, and I got some charcoal lighter fluid because Walmart didn't have any of the fire starter logs that I've started to use. So I've got to opt for my liquid options. So anyway, I got what I need. I'm headed back to the site. Alright guys, I just got back from Quick Trip and I decided I was going to see if the little Honda could drive through this field. And it can. So I just took about a 3-block walk off of my trip here, which is really going to help with dealing with the heat and loading out tomorrow morning. So yeah, alright. I thought that hill was going to be a little too steep coming off the road, but no, it wasn't bad at all. So this spot gets better every trip. Hey guys, it is noon. According to my weather app, it is 89 degrees, feels like 98. And yes, it does. It's hot. Got my neck fan on, so don't have it on because I'm making this video, but I'll turn it back on when I'm done. I'm doing it. It's hot, but I'm doing it. So I'll check back in at 2 with you. Alright guys, as promised, it is 2 o'clock and I'm back for a short video. It's warm. It's really warm. The neck fan is nice, but you got a big hunk of something riding on your neck and it just starts to get uncomfortable after a while. So it's like, do I want the breeze in my face or do I want to get this thing off my neck for a little while? Well, I got this thing off my neck for a little while. But other than that, I mean, it's still going. I mean, I have no desire to tap out and go home. So will I do this again? Probably not. I think I'll skip the hot weather weekends going forward. But this weekend was something I had to prove to myself, and I can do it if I have the proper tools. That's what I've learned today. So I'll cut this one off and I will see you guys at 4 o'clock. Alright guys, quick update here. It is 3 o'clock. It is 93 degrees. Feels like 103 degrees. And it does. I'm not going home, but I am going to cheat for a little while. I am sitting in the car with the AC on. I'm just getting too warm. The fan probably really isn't worth its weight. Like I said, it doesn't work really well to begin with, and just the weight of it being on your neck when you're hot, you don't want that there. So I'm gonna have to probably look into different fan options. I've also threw one of my other t-shirts in the cooler, so it's covered in ice water. I've been using that to kind of drape over my head and shoulders and try and cool down that way. It's a little rough. So like I said earlier, I'll probably be avoiding these hot weather weekends, even though Hip Camp keeps their fees if you do end up canceling, which on a trip like this I would be out $12, $13, something like that. I'd have to look. But I've been back in Wisconsin now almost 4 years. It'll be 4 years in October after 18 years in Seattle, Washington, where there isn't humidity like this. It doesn't get hot like this in Seattle. Every once in a while it does, but it's not an every summer thing like it is here in Wisconsin. So, but I did have something to prove to myself. I'm not going home until tomorrow. Obviously, I'm cheating a little bit, but I don't want to, hurt myself by pushing myself too far. I'm not in the best of shape. I am in my mid-40s. I am alone, so the last thing I want is to pass out from the heat and, no one's going to find me until tomorrow when Tom, the owner, looks over and goes, "Hey, why is this car still here? It's like 3 o'clock in the afternoon." And then, of course, I'm dead back at the site. So that's where we're at. It's 3 o'clock. It's 103 degrees. We're pushing forward, but I'm going to sit in this car for probably the next half hour or so and try and get my core temperature back down. The clouds are starting to roll in. I got a 40% chance of rain from 6 to 7 now, so most of the time I'm bummed by a passing storm, but I will happily take this one. It would be beautiful if the sky opened up and poured a little water on me. But we'll see. But check back in a couple hours with you. Alright guys, this would be the 4:30 p.m. on Saturday update. It's still hot. The sun though is finally down behind this group of trees right here, so I am going to be out of direct sunlight for the rest of the day. Weather report said I was going to get a thunderstorm between 6 and 7, or at least a 40% chance of one, but an hour later all that forecasted rain is gone, so I was really looking forward to that too. It's no fun to camp in the rain, but that would have been a welcomed shower to have. So anyway, I'm still here. I'm still living. I'm still alive. It's going to start cooling down now, so I am over that hump. And now it's just a free shot till tomorrow morning, and I pack up and go home. Thanks for watching this little minute-by-minute journey of this weekend. I don't know exactly what the final product is going to look like. Hopefully it looks alright instead of just, 1 to 2 minute videos pieced together piece by piece by piece, but that's probably what it's going to turn out to. This was an experiment, so we'll see how it turns out. This one's going to be bad because it's the first time, but I can learn from those mistakes and make the next one better. So we will see you when the sun goes down. Alright guys, we have the 6 p.m. update from Saturday. The temperature is 86 right now, feels like 93. But it really doesn't feel all that much different than it did an hour ago, because an hour ago I had some nice breezes whipping through here, and right now the air is just still. So it is cooler, but it's not cooler because I don't have that breeze and I've gone back to using my neck fan. But like I said before, it's cooling down, so I made it. I did it. I have opted to not have a campfire tonight. I got an MRE with me that I can just make up later on once it cools off a whole lot. Just not too interested in hot food or hot anything right now. Gonna crack some beers and watch the Brewers game here in a minute. A huge lifesaver, and I want to give a shout out to my good friend Cliff. He gave me that tarp there, or excuse me, that canopy there. It's older, it's smaller, but it blocked the sun like I wanted it to. So brother, thanks a lot, man. You kept $40 in my wallet and kept me out of the sun. I know it was just old trash to you, but I appreciate it a whole lot. But that is my 6 p.m. update as far as how I'm hanging in here and how I'm doing. Just going to turn the Brewers game on my phone here, kick back, and enjoy an ice-cold Corris banquet. We'll see you after the Brewer game. Alright guys, it is 10 p.m. on Saturday. This is my last post of Saturday. It's 78 degrees, feels like 83. It's still pretty warm. Well, I mean, it's comfortable, but it's warm for 10 o'clock at night. But I did it. I did it. I get to get up in the morning and head on home in a nice air-conditioned car. I'm sticky, I'm sweaty, I'm dirty. I can't wait to get in the shower when I get home. But I did it. I did it. I made it. So, I don't have to do it again. I proved I could do it. So, that's it. I'm about 6 beers in, so I don't have a whole lot creative to say. But I got it. I got my 100-degree weekend, or feels like 100-degree weekend. I got it out of there. So, we'll see you in the morning. I'm thinking about doing a time lapse of tearing everything down, but we'll see what time I get up, and we'll see how hot it is, and we'll just see how much I want to get home to my comfortable chair, a shower, a shave. But we'll see ya. Well, guys, that's it. It is Sunday morning, 9:32 a.m. I didn't do a time lapse of breaking everything down because when I got up, it's already sticky, uncomfortable. The flies and mosquitoes are out in full force, so I just hurried up and got everything loaded, and it's going to be a fun few days of hundreds of mosquito bites. So, yeah, even the thermocell doesn't work sometimes when it gets that thick and it's just that hot and that sticky, and you're the only body out there for them to feed on. They don't care at a certain point. But for the most part, I still stand by the thermocell. This is the first time it's ever not, done that great of a job. But then again, the mosquitoes were kind of hit and miss this weekend, so I didn't necessarily have it turned on until I realized I was getting bitten, and then I'd turn it on, and it would thin out. Obviously, it doesn't do you any good when you're tearing down a campsite because it only does that 15-foot bubble. So they got me pretty good this morning. Other than that, I'm headed home in an air-conditioned car to go sit in an air-conditioned room on a comfortable chair after I take a shower because everything stinks right now. Hopefully it doesn't seep into the car seats too bad because I don't want the whole car to stink. But thanks for joining me on this journey of a very, very hot weekend. The weather is supposed to break tomorrow, but today is another hot one, but that's going to be spent at home inside with air conditioning. So, thanks again for watching. We'll see you next time. Where's that camera? There it is.